Awesome. Okay. In 3, 2, 1. The Sunset Flip Wrestling Podcast coming to you live on Double C TV, featuring Darren.
Oh God, we're doomed.
And Double C. Wrestling gets you laid. Gotcha. As they take on 5 hours of WWE programming.
I'm pretty sure he fudged it just while he was doing the Hurricane Run. Like, oh God, I don't know how to do this correctly.
All right. 4:21 in the Pacific Northwest. 3 hours later, we're over where you are.
Yeah, it's 7:21 over here. But what do I care about time? Wrestling's late at night for us as well, so I'm just doing fine over here.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I cannot take advantage of that whole Eastern thing because Comcast decides to be a dick.
Aw.
So, anyways. It's been a rather interesting week in the world of wrestling.
It has. Mainly Daniel Bryan is being, well, Super Saiyan, and your phone is ringing.
Yeah, I know it is. I'm doing a podcast! It's probably a robot.
God, can you get away? I'm busy.
Next time that happens, I'm going to put them on the stream. Alright.
That was hilarious.
Yeah, okay, so Daniel Bryan and The Shield and all that good stuff. And we got more stuff, some interesting stuff on Raw. And
Alright, well, let's talk about it.
Yeah. However, let's talk about Smackdown first.
Fine.
Okay, so here we go. Smackdown from the 31st of May. Seth Rollins and Kane square off right away. Let's see. Seth Rollins, he targets a leg. He does a very nice tornado DDT. He's the speedster.
He's doing his aerialist thing, is what you're saying.
However, both sides decide to interfere. Daniel Bryan and Roman Reigns are there to cheering their partners on. Mm-hmm. Roman Reigns gets the ref distracted while Seth Rollins is on top of the top rope, and Daniel Bryan pushes Seth Rollins off the top rope. Kane gets the chokeslam and the victory.
Holy crap, the first win against the Shield.
Well, they've lost a couple times, but not as a group.
I don't remember them losing against... Did they lose in single combat yet?
Yeah.
They've lost in single combat, but most of the time that was just disqualification, not like an actual win.
But it is significant.
It is a significant thing because we're going to see Daniel Bryan being awesome later.
And, by the way, Daniel Bryan versus Roman Reigns is up next, right away, actually.
Sweet! Already we're kicking this thing off with a bang.
Mm-hmm. And Daniel Bryan reveals his leg lock forearm smash attack thing.
What was that again?
It is an Indian death lock, and he's
an Indian death lock where he just elbows the guy in the face like nobody's business.
Yeah,
that
4 or 5 times. Total markout moment.
That was awesome. I want to see more of that.
And let's see. I also make note that the stupid phone for the WWE app is getting bigger. Of course.
And I want to shoot that in the face, but what can you do about that sort of thing?
Yeah. Let's see. It appears to be going Bryan's way. However, Roman Reigns slaps Kane, more like a pie face sort of thing, while Kane was outside. And so Kane slaps Reigns in front of the referee and gets disqualified. So
shouldn't Reigns be disqualified first for, interfering with an outside force?
Yeah, but the ref didn't see that part.
We're going with goofy ref shenanigans. Yeah. Gotcha.
So another DQ. Well, not another. Whatever. This one was a DQ. Team Hell No argue in the ring. Daniel Bryan is saying that we're through because he's not the weak link.
Mm-hmm.
And he walks off. So. Now for my second favorite segment of the night. Damian Sandow is in the ring. And his feat of intellectual strength segment. Now, this one is entitled The Shell Game. Very simple game. You put the ball under the cup and you move the cups. Now, Sheamus immediately comes to the ring and he goes, "Oh, I know this one. And I'm going to beat your arse too," or something like that. I don't remember the entire thing, but it was something along those lines.
Yeah. It's pretty much they're just doing like 3 Find the Lady card.
Mm-hmm. And Sheamus makes a balls joke for some reason because he's Sheamus.
Yeah.
Little balls. Right, whatever. So they go through the routine where Sandow uses a little bit of sleight of hand, picks the ball up. Sheamus falls for it. Gets mad, obviously. In the crowd, there is a "Show Your Balls" chant. I'm serious.
Lovely. I don't think anybody wants to see that.
And someone said that exact same thing too. I think it was JBL or something like that.
What, the same way of lovely? I don't think anybody wishes to see that.
Yeah.
On either side. Because one is hairy as hell and the other is pasty white. Ugh.
Oh. So, Sheamus gets made the fool of. However, he broke kicks Sandow anyway because that's what he is. A bully.
He's a sore loser.
Sore loser, and he completely missed the actual solution to the problem, which was actually never revealed, was that what you're supposed to do, you're supposed to take 2 cups and reveal them at the same time and say, "Aha! The ball must be in the 3rd cup."
No, I was going to go with the obvious one of, this is an obvious trap because I've seen this trick done before. You have the ball up in your wrists.
Right, and to prove that, you choose 2 of the cups, revealing no ball, and say, it must be in the 3rd one. That's the solution. But it never got revealed, so sad.
Too bad, so sad.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so third match of the night, Sin Cara versus Curtis Axel.
Again.
Again. However, Curtis Axel wins with the Perfect Plex, which was nice to see.
I think he's going to keep with that being his finisher now on, since the other one I saw last night with the swinging neck breaker, that just didn't look good. That just doesn't look as finishing as a...
Yeah, it looks too complicated, really.
Yeah, it needs to be a little bit simpler, like the Fisherman's Suplex.
Mm-hmm. So, next up we have Alberto Del Rio versus Big E Langston for the 4th time.
I thought we were over this.
No. Ricardo Rodriguez introduces Alberto Del Rio in English this time, for some reason.
He's a little variety, if you will. It's the spice of life.
Mm-hmm. Del Rio knocks a fantastic German suplex on Big E, and Big E sells it by splitting himself in half.
Everybody, they seem to be loving their German suplexes lately.
I love it. I love that. AJ decides to interfere and rakes Alberto Del Rio's eyes. Big E takes advantage eventually and picks up the victory. Yay.
Hooray.
Yeah.
Hooray, don't care.
Okay, after a commercial break, an ambulance shows up. Oh, it's the Ryback. And And fifth match of the night, the Ryback versus Kofi Kingston.
Which I actually do like the entrance that they're giving Ryback now with the ambulance coming in. That's actually kind of cool.
Yeah.
My only problem with it is he does the same shtick as he did with entering the ring before. Just waits until the music gets proper.
Mm-hmm. I have a feeling like they're going to edit his music pretty soon. Maybe include the ambulance thing, because that's starting to become a gimmick for him.
Yeah, that's actually a really good gimmick, though, that he's so brutal, he will take you out. He will take you out in an ambulance.
Holla if you hear me.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Shut up. Shut up, it's a gimmick that can work.
I know, it can work. And this match does work.
Mm-hmm.
So, in this match, it didn't really last all that long, because it's an obvious squash match.
Mm-hmm.
So, Ryback wins, and he decides to show that he can put people through tables. And puts Kofi Kingston through a table.
Not once.
And then the crowd gets involved.
Not twice.
3 times.
But 3 times. 3!
Yeah. He gets put through 3 tables. And the crowd is loving it. Saying one more time.
So that's gonna hurt. You're gonna wonder if Kofi's gonna be feeling that tomorrow on his back.
Oh, yeah. He is taking some time off to rehabilitate he's getting, elbow surgery.
I was gonna say, they talked about it before, like he has some elbow problems that he's getting taken care of, and he's taking a break.
Yeah. So, this is how he gets rid of now by going through 3 tables. Yep.
Yeah, that's fine. Everybody has to take a break every now and then.
I'd make a note that Ryback is in video game mode.
What, in God mode?
No, he's just... It's like you're playing, I don't know, like WWE 13 and decide to put someone through a table, and you get another table and put them through another table.
Oh, yeah. Now, personally, I just prefer to just slam them through the announcer's table. Why? Because it's there and I don't actually have to drag out the damn table.
Mm-hmm. Next up, we have a backstage interview with Chris Jericho. And he says that he goes through like dogs and stuff. He calls CM Punk a dog or whatever, and he mentions his evil nemesis Bob Barker. How he's gonna spay and neuter Punk or something like that.
So, stupid gimmick is what you're saying.
Yeah. Yeah. But we have a match with him versus Cody Rhodes. And I don't know what else to say. It's another squash match.
I was going to say it's probably a squash match.
Yeah, Cody's going to tap. Now, here's something that we didn't mention last week. They replayed the Wyatt family video.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, we totally forgot about that.
Yeah. It's because last week, when I was going through the tape, I thought it was just another promo for, like, another TV show.
Oh, no.
But, no, it's not. This is a group of 3 from NXT, and they have the creepy thing going on.
Pretty much they're doing the whole Texas Chainsaw evil hillbillies.
Yeah.
Just, we don't know if they're actual cannibals.
Right. It's like, take Hillbilly Jim and turn him evil.
And turn him into an evil slasher villain.
Yeah.
You pretty much get that.
Yeah.
Though I do think they're going to have a feud with Daniel Bryan, though.
Oh, the goat face mask thing? Mm-hmm. Maybe. We'll see.
But that could be a good way to put them over.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's time for our main event, Randy Orton versus Dean Ambrose. In a slow, methodical match.
Because I still don't get what Dean Ambrose's style is.
I don't think Dean Ambrose knows what style he is.
Yeah, literally all I've seen him do is punch guys. Punch or kick guys. That's all he's ever done when I've seen him. Maybe throw a suplex every now and then.
I don't know.
At least, like I said, with Seth Rollins or Roman Reigns, you get the style of them. Like, Roman Reigns is the big heavy.
Yeah.
He punches people very hard, and he hurts them.
Yeah.
Seth Rollins is your speedster guy. He's your aerialist. That would put Dean Ambrose in the style of being the technique guy. But he just isn't that.
I know. However, I feel like I kind of, like, I can see where he's going, mainly because I kind of think the same way. It's like an evolving style that never really solidifies itself.
So a chaotic style.
Yeah. I don't know. It's hard to explain, but I kind of... I kind of identify with it.
Probably, but it's not going to be going over well just because, people aren't going to be interested in that sort of thing when you think about it. They like styles, they like actual, preferences. They want to know what type of person this guy is.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, anyways, there's a Shield run in. Daniel Bryan and Kane assist.
Daniel Bryan, I think, pretty much scoring everybody out of the ring.
Yeah. He goes into Rabid Goat mode once again.
I'm calling it Super Saiyan mode.
And completely dominates all three members of the Shield. How?
Yes.
I don't know. He just does.
Yeah, I think he's, like I said, his hair's going to turn yellow sooner or later, and he's going to just be Super Saiyan Daniel Bryan.
Yeah. So, and that's how we end SmackDown.
So mark my words, people.
Oh. Yeah. Okay. And for Indie Spot of the Week, I don't really have much because they decided to do a repeat of Portland Wrestling because of Rose Festival. It's Portland's,
It's a Northwestern thing?
Yeah, it's like a city fair sort of thing. It's kind of a big deal.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. So, however, I did watch a video of Matt Hardy doing a bully parody video thing because he is a heel in ROH. And he's feuding with some guy and he made a video.
So, Ring of Honor got Matt Hardy.
Yeah. I kind of feel sorry for him.
How's that?
I don't know. He just might turn crazy again, start eating grapes and wanting to end it all again.
To be fair, it could be worse. He could be in TNA like his brother Jeff.
Yeah, I know. But I will admit that Matt does look better than
Matt
he
is
did
the better
in TNA. Because TNA Matt Hardy was just a blob.
I can't comment about it because I feel like an asshole saying that he's fat when I look at myself in the mirror.
He had dreadlocks.
Yeah. I still feel like an asshole calling him fat, but I actually don't mind Matt Hardy as much as I do Jeff Hardy, because Jeff Hardy, well, I guess it's the whole drugs thing, the live life on your own, that stupid, artist thing. Matt Hardy is much more of the... I feel like Matt is more grounded in life, which is kind of ironic when you think about it.
Yeah. But anyways, so that was the indie spot. Now time for Raw.
All right, let's see, what does Raw got?
Okay, show starts off with Stephanie McMahon. What?
Yay?
She gets into the ring and says that she doesn't want Triple H to compete because he's a family man now and she's scared for him, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And Vince comes out and he goes, I agree. This is not a blood sport.
And right there, we can see where the balls have been neutered, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Because if this was Attitude Era Vince McMahon, he would call this a blood sport.
Mm-hmm. He mentions the Kofi Kingston thing. And then, he starts like almost the heel Vince again.
Like he's being heel Vince to protect face Triple H.
Right. Talking down the fans, all that stuff.
Right.
It was good.
Right. I just felt it was weird.
It's like, I haven't seen this in a while.
It just was weird to me, just in context-wise. Not the fact that, McMahon going heel. That's nothing new. That's pretty much just the entire Attitude Era right there.
Yeah. But, anyways. Then the Shield interrupt, and everybody freaks out as we go to commercial.
And here's where I have to flip my button. Because when we get back, we see a match has started.
It's a match instead.
We see a match has started. We saw and they say, this pisses me off, that if you were watching through the WWE app on your phone, you could have seen Vince and Stephanie get away, the Shield proclaiming that they're awesome, and then, Daniel Bryan and Kane coming down to kick their ass.
Yeah. So, match number 1, the Shield versus Randy Orton and Team Hell No. It's like, Kane tries to do a double suplex and fails at it.
Mm-hmm.
Orton goes into Omega mode and then gets a beatdown. And then
that was kind of hilarious. He goes into his God mode but fails miserably.
Mm-hmm.
But then Daniel Bryan goes into his God mode and whips everybody around and literally just tears the ring apart.
Right. And he's about to win, but Orton, RKO, sneak attack RKO, gonna do it again. Oh, wait, no, counter into Daniel Bryan. He's knocked for a loop. Dean DT. And Shield wins.
Mm-hmm.
So, they got lucky. I'll admit that.
Yeah, this is pretty much another luck got in the way on this one.
Yeah.
This wasn't in the last part where it was the Team Shield was better. It was just pure luck. It could have gone either way. Which seems to be the case is with whenever Daniel Bryan is on a roll.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, they're going to start going after Daniel Bryan, most likely, because he's just being... They're trying to focus him out as the weak link, but he's just being awesome.
Yeah. But, yeah. So, where were we? Oh, yeah. We go backstage after a commercial break to Team Hell No and Orton. And Daniel Bryan is going ballistic. Saying, oh, you guys don't respect me. I'm gonna show you I am not a nugget. I'm sorry. Or I'll show you. You'll see.
Pretty much. Pretty much that's what it is. It's going to be setting up the fact that Daniel Bryan is having another match tonight.
Yeah. Yeah, and everyone is like, no, you don't have to do this. And Daniel Bryan runs off. So, then we go backstage with Triple H. She's arrived at the arena late.
Mm-hmm. Because he's the boss, and he can afford to be late.
Yeah. And so, Stephanie is... No, not Stephanie, but some other guy. Whatever. I'd forget. He says he wants to wrestle, and who's gonna stop me?
I think it pretty much... He walks into Vince's office with Stephanie.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And he pretty much just chews out Vince that, I'm gonna wrestle, try to stop me, I'll beat the shit out of you. Because I'm the game, and I beat the shit out of old men.
Yeah. even though I'm climbing up in age anyway. Shut up. Okay, so next we have another match: the Usos versus the Primetime Players. Usos are sporting a war paint montage thing now.
I liked it. I thought it was a decent match.
Yeah. It was okay.
It wasn't anything special, but it was nice to see just... I know I've been harping on this, like, just weirdly seeing a match just for match's sake. It's kind of nice to see that, and see, like, somebody else who's not one of the bigger names get a chance to shine.
Mm-hmm. The Usos win with a big splash.
Mm-hmm. Though, it's not as big as I've seen it before.
Right. Next up, we have another match: Alberto Del Rio versus Big E. This is the second rubber match they've had.
They've had 2 rubber matches.
Yes.
It should not legally happen. It should not logically happen.
Right. However, I think it's going to continue to happen, and we'll have a rubber match to determine all the rubber matches.
This sounds stupid. It sounds like something a moron would write. Or me if I was high off my ass.
Big E tries to roll out another armbar and gets caught for a 3 count.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Fourth match: Sheamus versus Cody Rhodes.
Didn't pay much attention to this match.
Cody Rhodes shows off his moonsault, which is a thing of beauty. Bro kick, Sheamus wins. Woo!
Yeah, I didn't care much for this match. Mainly on the fact that it was just bland.
Yeah, Sandow was there too. There was a bro kick to Sandow or something dumb like that.
No, he just, like, full face slapped him.
Or, yeah, whatever. Yeah. Oh yeah, that was because he extended his hand in a handshake. Like, Sandow's not dumb. Are you seriously going to do this? Whatever. Let's see. Backstage, Triple H, he's leaving the arena.
So he's literally been there just for 10 minutes.
Yeah. He's pissed, and he's leaving, because otherwise he's going to beat up Vince.
Our hero, ladies and gentlemen.
And he goes, oh yeah, well I'm going to wrestle Curtis Axel next week no matter what. When Raw goes on the air, so probably first segment.
Hooray.
Next up we go Daniel Bryan on a rampage backstage. And he runs into the Ryback. Oh. Okay. He's going to have a match with Ryback.
They pretty much just exchange shit. And they say, I'm going to beat you up. No, I'm going to beat you up.
Yeah, basically.
Pretty much like that.
Paul Heyman is backstage with Vince. You know, Vince praises Curtis Axel, saying that this guy's got talent. Okay, then. Probably why you hired him in the first place.
I was gonna... You know that this is Vince, right?
Yeah.
This guy doesn't know talent if it slapped him in the face.
Yeah. Remember the Chosen One?
Who?
Exactly.
It makes more sense if it's Paul Heyman, yeah, but... We got Ben shelled on with a bombshell. Mm-hmm. What happens next? Vince says that he's gonna put Curtis Axel in a match with John Cena again in a no disqualification match.
Why? Because it's Vince.
Why? Because Vince is an asshole. Why? Because he said, do I have to say it in Yiddish?
To be fair, Vince is climbing up in that age where he can say anything and get away with it.
No. I've always never believed in the idea that wrestling was anti-Semitic. That it's just a fate of curse that there's not a lot of Jewish people in wrestling. it's nothing personal. It's just how the thing turns out.
Like,
I'm starting to turn my views on that.
I don't know, Goldberg, Colt Cabana.
Yeah, yeah, but think of how many other people there are that aren't, like, either different ethnicities or something else. You have more Japanese people in WWE than you have a Jewish person.
I'm not going to get into that. Okay. So, 5th match of the night, Fandango versus Kali, because they had a dance-off last month, and now we're finally getting to it.
And I don't want to see this stupid match.
Oh, good, because you don't see much of it. Fandango escapes. But as he's escaping, The Miz is on the ramp, saying, no, 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 you're not going anywhere. And then Barat comes and elbows him in the face.
So in the face!
Face. Okay. Then we have The Miz versus Wade Barrett. And in this one, more shenanigans. Fandango dances on the ramp. And Barrett is what? And then he taps to the figure 4.
Like the idiot he is.
Shenanigans. At least it's something.
I swear to God, more and more I'm thinking that wrestlers must have ADHD. And I'm not saying this to be an ass. Well, I'm technically saying this to be an asshole, but seriously, they can't stay focused for 5 seconds. They're easily distracted by the littlest things.
Okay, next up. We have the Paul Heyman, Chris Jericho contract signing for CM Punk.
Mm-hmm.
This contract signing was rather tame.
Yeah, but it comes off like Paul Heyman's a bit of an idiot.
Yeah.
Because what Paul Heyman is supposed to be, kayfabe, is that this guy is supposed to be a wheeling dealer. This guy knows the art of business. Yet he can't see through an easy bluff like Jericho trying to pretend that he's afraid.
I don't know. I didn't pay much attention to it because not much was said that was worth noting.
Yeah, pretty much Jericho said, "Oh my goodness, you're right. CM Punk will be in Chicago, which is his hometown. Like that matters." Pretty much like that.
Yeah. Well, whatever. The only thing to note is that after the contract was signed, Jericho he shoves the contract down Heyman's pants.
Why?
I don't know.
I have no clue. Because it would have been better if he said, "Open your mouth," and then say something like, "You talk so much, we might as well stuff something into it so you can at least shut up."
Or your
mouth
spits out more words in this contract.
Or something like that, because that makes logical sense.
No, just roll it up, stuff it down the pants.
Down the pants.
Okay. By the way, that opening for the creative writing lead, it's open again.
Oh, God. Hold on one second. I'll be getting to my resume on this one, if you'll excuse me.
Okay.
Screw it, I'll do it later.
Okay. You can do it during this next match. The Bella Twins and AJ versus the Funkadactyls and Caitlyn.
Oh my God, I did everything I humanly possibly could to look away from this match. I have never done that in a while. Well, I haven't done that in a while.
Naomi goes face first into the ropes.
Nice.
Crossbody into the ropes. Awesome. Good job there.
Get yourself killed. That's awesome.
AJ leaves one of the Bella Twins. I don't really care which one. Spear, Caitlyn wins. Gotcha. Next up. Kane and Daniel Bryan backstage. Kane's the voice of reason. Even though we're really shocked because he's been doing this for months now. Tries to talk Bryan out of it. Not gonna work.
Yeah. Talk. Daniel Bryan's crazy.
Yeah. Wyatt family video. A new one comes out.
I pretty much ignored this because it looked like the same one. Like, literally doing the creepy, evil redneck thing.
Yeah, it's nothing new. 8th match of the night. 8 matches. Daniel Bryan versus the Ryback.
Which at least we can say that this show was not chock-packed full. This was at least chock-packed full of matches.
Yeah. And he does that Indian Deathlock forearm smash thing again.
Which, pretty awesome to see.
Daniel Bryan flies all the way across the ring with his diving headbutt.
Yeah, you got some serious airtime on that one.
It's like, you can't make that. You'll never make it. You can't make it. Don't you know you can't make it?
You pull some Superman shit off.
Yeah.
Though I did find one thing hilarious is, I think that was right before the headbutts. How Ryback literally just threw Daniel Bryan off of him and Bryan nearly got onto the ropes just to catch himself before he fell out onto the outside the ring.
Yeah. He's everywhere. And then he puts the Ryback into a major no-lock for like 3 minutes.
Yeah. He's holding on like nobody's business. But Ryback powers out of it.
Yeah, eventually. He gets to the ropes, forces a break. And then he... Ryback sets up a table and puts Bryan through the table, making it a DQ.
DQ, yeah.
Yeah.
Which, honestly, I actually was kind of surprised on that split of the chair. They actually made one of the part of the table flip.
Yeah, that was weird.
It's like, man, he must have put some force behind that one.
Well, you see, he's been getting practice.
Sooner or later, he's going to make both sides end with the legs up.
So, but he says, I'm not done yet. I'm going to set up another table. Sets up another table. However, John Cena comes out and makes the save. Because he's John Cena.
Because he's John Cena and he's in a feud. He's the good guy. Then Curtis Axel comes out. Why? Because we have a match.
Yeah.
A no disqualification match, which somehow count-out counts as well. Yes, I know we did that joke that shouldn't no disqualification just mean, no count-out as well.
Yeah. But there's major play action with the steel chair. That becomes a major factor.
Which once again proves the fact of how useless a steel chair is in real life. Because that thing swings slower than anything else I've seen in my life.
And there was a nice spot with that swinging neck breaker onto the chair.
That was nice to see, but it didn't look. But it kind of looked weird. Cena was leading him. I know, literally, he's supposed to lead him on, but looks like Cena actually just forced his head down.
Yeah,
which I know that's supposed. I know it's supposed to look that way. I know it's supposed to be that way, but
yeah,
it just looks weird.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's unintentional.
Yeah.
In a sort of way, I don't know. Words mixed up, confused.
Yeah, the steel chair is put into an aisle, or not the aisle.
Into the rope?
Into the rope. Off the rope, into the rope. And Cena goes into the rope.
Where he just goes flinging out of the chair. This is when This is when Ryback comes back in.
Yeah,
literally
is.
just spears him through the table, holds him down for the count out.
Yeah, and Curtis Axel successfully uses his third finisher, which is called the count out. That was on his wiki for I don't know how long, but it was on his wiki for a time.
Yeah, that seems about right.
Yeah.
Because they seem to be going with that gag that, this guy can only win, like, the big ones if he literally is finished, if somebody helps him out.
Mm-hmm. Almost like Brock Lesnar and Steel Steps.
No.
He only loses.
No, with Brock Lesnar and Steel Steps, that's more of a kryptonite thing.
Yeah.
That's more of a kryptonite thing. This is more like circumstantial.
Yeah.
And, to be quite honest, it just... it does kind of a disservice to Curtis Axel. Because he's not menacing, and we're not menaced by this guy. We think this guy of a joke.
Yeah.
Because he can't win on his own unless somebody else helps him. Or unless it's against a jobber. Which I know that's probably supposed to be the idea, that he's the heel, that he's supposed to be the bad guy.
He faces Jericho on Smackdown.
And he's gonna win by countout because Fandango is going to interrupt it. Or like some sort of Paul Heyman interference or something like that.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. Oh, anyways, it was an interesting week. For the most part.
Yeah, we pretty much got stuff down. Had some good matches to watch. Watched Daniel Bryan be insane, which is literally now my favorite thing about WWE at this point.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to greenlight, him being pushed.
Please, that would be awesome.
To the stars.
Yes, awesome. See him actually go for the title again.
Yes, versus Dolph Ziggler. Make it happen, make it happen, make it happen.
It's probably the best.
The best. In the world.
Mainly because, the best in the world, blah, blah. Do you think we're going to see CM Punk at Backlash?
At the Payback thing?
Yeah.
I think so.
I'm, there's a part of me that says yes, they're not. Yes, they are, but there's also a big part of me that's being the cynical bastard and saying no, they're just gonna pull some shenanigans. Why? Because Paul Heyman's supposed to be the bad guy.
I don't know.
Or some weird shit like that.
I don't know. I think he will show up.
If that's the case, then nice to have you back, Punk. Not much has happened since you left.
But it feels like forever.
Have some more matches with Daniel Bryan and be awesome.
Yes. Okay, so that was last week. Next week, coming up.
You have no idea what's gonna happen.
Oh yeah, Miz TV. Why? God damn, Miz TV.
Why? Because we need to progress the story somehow.
Yeah.
And I'm not there to actually force them into jail or do something stupid.
Right. Okay.
If you got that reference, you watch our podcast. You watch our Pathfinder stuff.
Okay. So, we will catch you next week.
You'll probably catch me next week. Why? Because I'm signing up for that lead. Creative writing lead. Why? Because I can do a better job than these assholes.
On the next Sunset Flip Wrestling Podcast. Oh, nothing there.
Well, it's supposed to